class. Today we are dealing with the heating effect of electric current and the practical application of heating effect of electric current. Here we can see a circuit which consists of a small resistor and a supply voltage, and a current is passing through it. Here we have to find out the current or voltage, or we can use the Ohm's law. But when we pass current through resistance, this resistor R for through a time t, after some time this resistor will be heated up and heat energy is produced there. And what about the heat energy produced there? What are the factors affecting the heat energy here? So according to Joule's law, heat energy dissipated in a resistor or a conductor is proportional to the square of the electric current, and it is proportional to the resistance of the conductor, and it is proportional to the time of flowing of current. These are the three factors depending upon the heat energy dissipated from a conductor. So as an example, I will say about the iron box, electric kettle, and about the bulb, electric bulb. There is a filament and it's made up of tungsten. These all things here, electrical energy is converted to heat energy and sometimes to light energy. Or in the case of the fan, after some time switching on, when we are going to touch the fan, it will be heated up. That is, electrical energy is converted to mechanical energy. At the same time, some heat energy is also produced there. And this heat energy is dependent upon the square of the current and the resistance and the time taken for the flow of the current. So we can write heat energy is proportional to I square R into T, that is H is equal to I square R into T, that is proportionality constant here is 1 itself. Therefore we can write the equation H is equal to I square RT, and this is the equation of Joule's law. Here practical application of heating effect of electric current can be divided into three. The first one is electrical iron box, electrical kettle, such that electrical devices which converts electrical energy to heat energy that is useful for us, geyser and all. In the case of the electrical iron box, there are coils inside it. Is coil become heated up, and this heat is used for ironing the clothes. And the next one is kettle. For boiling the water and all, we are using that electrical energy which is converted to heat energy. Here the conductor is heated up, and this heat energy is calculated by using the Joule's law itself. And in the case of the geyser also the same thing, the same application. But the next one is bulb, filament of the bulb, which is made up of tungsten, which is high melting point. It is heated up. When this tungsten heated up, when it is glows to light energy. Here more heat energy is produced than light energy, and this bulb is filled with inert gases, so that this filament at the time of glowing it will not react with these inert gases. And the third one is fuse. It's very important, fuse. The working of the fuse. You already studied in 7th standard how a fuse works. Fuse consists of is an alloy of lead or tin, or sometimes copper wire is also used there, and this fuse is used as a safety measure. In all appliances fuse is there, it is connected in series with that appliance. And what is the use of the fuse? That is, if the current become high, if the current is large current is coming to the circuit, it will prevent by melting itself. As the current increases, heat energy will be increases, and this alloy or copper wire will undergo melting, and thus the circuit will break there, and thus fuse will act as a safety measure. So we can learn more about the fuse in the live session, and also how much ampere of fuse we are using in the domestic, or also we have to study. We know the equation of Joule's law, that is H is equal to I square R into T. So we can convert this I square RT in the terms of voltage and resistance by putting I is equal to V by R in this equation number 1. That is H is equal to V square divided by R square into R into T. Therefore this R and R cancelled. We got H is equal to V square by R into T. This another equation, that is equation number 2. Then one more equation is left, that is H is equal to VIT. that we can put R is equal to V by I by substituting R is equal to V by in the first equation, that is H is equal to, that I will draw here itself, H is equal to I square into V by R into, V by I into T. That is I and I cancel, H is equal to VIT we will get, that is H is equal to VIT. Thus we obtained three equations of heating effect of electric current. H is equal to I square RT, H is equal to V square by RT, H is equal to VIT. The next we can find out the equation to find out the power. You know the definition of power. Power is the work done per unit time. In 9th standard you studied. But here the power means electrical energy consumed by an appliances per unit time. Energy per unit time. That is, heat energy dissipated per unit time also can be used for finding out the power. Therefore, power is equal to W by T. That is, you know that W by T is equal to, W is equal to work done. Work done is equal to Q into V by T. That is QV by T. That is W is equal to QV. You already learned the first part of the electricity. And Q by T is already IV. Therefore, VI or IV. Or you will get VI from another method. P is equal to, power is equal to work done, that is heat energy per dissipated per unit time, that is H by T, it is equal to I square RT by T, or V square by R into T by time taken, or VIT by T. Therefore, you will get that I square R is equal to V square by R is equal to VI. Thus, we obtain the equations of power. I square R is equal to V square by R equal to VI. And what is the unit of power? It is watt. And you have to define what is 1 watt. 1 watt is the 1 ampere if a conductor carries 1 ampere of current and it is operated at 1 volt. Then we can say that it is 1 watt. That is WATT. It is the unit of power and is denoted by the capital letter W, watt. The next we can find out the commercial unit of electrical energy. The electrical energy measured in kilowatt hour, not in joule. We can relate kilowatt hour and joule. That is 1 kilowatt hour means 1 kilo means 1000. 1000 watt. In 1 hour, how many seconds are there? 3600 seconds. And you will get 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joule. That is 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joule. That is 1 kilowatt of power is consumed in 1 hour. Then it is termed as 1 kilowatt hour. So, commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour or kWh. And thank you for listening to the class.